Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to SW Ranch. It is a hot one today if you can't tell from all the sweat pouring off me. So I finally get the bale up, that second cutting that I've been drooling over, and I tell you what, it sure does smell good. Smells good, looks good. Hopefully, sorry I had wet sweat on my eyes. Hopefully the cows like it as much as I do. I hope anyways. As you can see, it is nice and dry. It is beautiful hay right now. Wish you could smell it. Oh, that's nice smelling stuff right there. Oh boy. But I've done some baling. I've got I did the other field behind me. I got that all baled this morning, but it was a little bit wet, so those bales are going to probably have to be fed out sooner than later. But this field is pretty dry. Now I've baled up half the field, and I got I think 3 or 4 bales off of the half, and so far they've turned out really well. So hopefully the rest of these bales will turn out good, and we can get it baled up and get it done, and then head down to Cape where Blake's been raking all morning. So hopefully I can get you down there and you can see him raking, and maybe I can start baling down there. All right, I'm gonna get going on this, see if I can't get it finished up, and I'll keep you informed. We'll take a look at one of the bales when I get done. Okay, so I just got done baling that second cutting, and here's my take on it. Now, I pay for this property by the acre, so obviously you want to capitalize on every bit of it that you can. But that being said, the first cutting off of here was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was nice, tall, thick stuff, bunch of good stuff inside of it, and it made a lot of bales. Don't forget to guess on the other videos. But the second cutting, you're still making the same amount of moves to get I got 5 bales off of that property over there, which is about 5 acres, 4, a little over 4, not quite 5, but it's close. And this one, I got 5 bales off of also, but this one's about 7 acres. So off of, we'll say 13 acres, I got 10 bales, which doesn't seem bad, but it also is pretty hard to compare to your first cutting when you took off, just for quick numbers, you know, 50 bales, which I don't think that's right, but you know, I'm just saying 50 bales, or we'll just say even 30 bales. 30 bales compared to 10, you're still making the same amount of moves. That tractor's going up and down the field the same amount of times. It's using the same amount of fuel. It's using my same amount of time. So I'm not sure that a second cutting is the best way to go. Now, I know that a second cutting bale has more nutrients in it and more protein in it, and the cows love it. But does the math work out where it's feasible for a small time cattle farmer such as myself to go and make all these passes to get 10 bales off of, I don't know, 13, 15 acres, somewhere in that area? But I don't know, we're gonna see. You know, I'll probably end up doing the rest of the farm on second cutting, because like I say, I pay for it, and the rest of it's turning out really nice too. I'm gonna give it a week or two. We're gonna see what the weather looks like, see if I can get more of the second cutting to come up, so I get more bales per acre. But I don't know. It's the whole time I was doing it, I was like, is this really worth it, when it took like 4 passes to make 1 bale? Granted, they're probably tight because it just keeps sitting in there rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, because it's not the lot of hay going in, so the bales are probably super tight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down and weigh it out and see if it's worth it. I know that a lot of farmers are gonna be like, yeah, it's second cutting, it's the best kind of hay you can get, and I get that, but boy, it don't seem like it is. It seems like it's a money and time sucking system. But maybe the cows will like it enough where I'll be like, yeah, that was worth it, and I'll do it again. But right now in my head, I'm saying I ain't doing that ever again. But we'll see. So here's the last bale that I made off of these for the second cutting. Now it is a pretty delicious looking bale. I mean, it's gorgeous, and man, you ought to smell it. I don't know, if I had a little salt and pepper, I might try that myself. Boy, it smells good. Maybe a little ranch dressing. There we go. A little ranch dressing. But here's something that bothers me. So all the second cuttings really nice and dry. This is the second cutting that was up on the field. Now that's super dry, but as I'm going through the field, I'm picking up these pieces of dandelion, some tall pieces of grass they're sticking up. I mean, you can see it in the bale. I'm really kind of worried that there's going to be a lot of mold in these bales, but boy, I gave that second cutting a long time to dry. I probably gave it too long to dry. I probably should have borrowed Buddy Tim's tedder and spread it all out and got it super dry, and came back and raked it. I don't know, 28 days later. Second cutting's a pain in the ass. Come back and raked it all up, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 days later, so it was super dry, and then baled it after that. But man, I ended up having to rake this twice, and it sat, geez, I don't know, I bet it's been down on the ground for a week and 2-3 days maybe, which is a long time for hay on this super dry weather. I mean, you got weather like that, she should be drying everything out. But that being said, it is what it is. I'll hopefully the damn cows appreciate it and they stop mooing at me about it. that's what I hope. But I don't know, boy, I'm really arguing with myself in the head here what to do. But I think I'm gonna second cut this whole farm, just because, like I say, I pay for it. I might as well get everything off it that I can, and try to capitalize it. And I guess if I get 40 second cutting bales off of the whole farm, no, I won't get 40, 30. I don't know, if the math works out, it'd be 30. If it's good stuff, there'll be about 30 round bale. So I got another 20 off of it, roughly. But man, shares a lot of time, a lot of fuel, a lot of passes. But we're gonna see. I know I had a lot of butts in here today, but and this isn't a Sir Mix-a-Lot video. It's really butt like in my head, not big butt type. But there you go. I'm going to pick these up. I dropped one off to the cows. We'll go out and look at it. I dropped that off about noon or so. We'll take a look at that tonight and see just exactly how much they're loving it and how much they're devouring it. But I can tell you, as soon as I dumped it out of the baler, they were all over it. And they have a brand new dry bale in there, and they left the dry bale to come to the second cutting. So hopefully this will be all worth my time. So I just got home. It's 4:50 and the cows were far from hungry, and I dropped the second cutting bale in there, and I don't know if you can tell, but there ain't a whole lot left. They just devoured it. So I guess maybe that would tell me that that second cutting is probably worth it. You know, they really went to town on it. So maybe they got nice full bellies. We could ask one of the cows, because they're all laying down. We can see, we can see how full their bellies are and how relaxed they are. Hold on, we'll see if any of them feel like talking to us today. Usually they're screaming and yelling at me this time of night, wanting some grain, but it's not grain time yet, so hell with them. Hey guys, how was that second cutting? Oh, okay, good deal. All right, well, no comment. I don't blame you. Better safe than sorry. So today for round baling, we're using the old 706. She's my tractor of choice. She's a workaholic. I love her. She's a beast. She's a good old girl. I use it for a lot of stuff. Of course, it's a pretty handy machine. It's got the loader and everything on it, so I use it a lot for just about everything. I enjoy that tractor, and it's got a really nice seat compared to that damn Sassy Massey, but that's okay. And the Claws Rollant 46. That is a pretty nice baler. That thing really really chews up the hay. It's a net wrap, and instead of having belts, it's got big rollers in there that make your bale round. It's really quite a system. When I get down on the other property, maybe I'll give you a show of exactly how this round baler works, because it's really quite neat how it works, because I don't have to worry about the belts being loose or breaking. All I got to worry about is them rollers staying oiled up and greased, and boy, they seem to be pretty efficient and flawless on how they run. So we're gonna see how that works. So far, I've owned it for 2 years and it's run just perfectly. It's been one hell of a good machine, and I would definitely buy another one, because that's an old machine and she's still working like it's brand new. All right, I made it down to where Blake was raking. There's the Superstar right there. How'd raking go today, Blake?
Went great.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
A couple wheelies.
Yeah, wheelies, fun times. He had the old Sassy Massey raking today, and so I got to this farm and the hay wasn't quite as dry as I want, so I think I'm gonna give it till tomorrow. Top looks nice and dry. This field actually feels pretty good, but the field next door is still wet, and this field won't take me very long. I probably should just get it done, but oh, there's a wet spot right there. She's still pretty damp down in the bottoms. Yeah, she's still pretty wet. There's a spot right there that caused some problems. So we're gonna give it overnight to dry. I'll come down tomorrow like 2 p.m. and bale it up and get it all cleaned up and done. And then we just have the job of getting all the bales off the field and back home, which is a real pain in the butt, but we get it done. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch me live my life on SW Ranch.